Who's this guy? They're coming to Florida. This is like
Crazy.
this is like his land, his territory.
And they call him the GOAT.
Is
too.
it?
This is you talk about East versus West. This is like you are stepping into like if there ever was a home court advantage, he has it right now.
Okay, so it seems that Artem is already somehow accepted as an American, right? Even though he is clearly a Russian spy.
No, he is such a good.
It's a good question for you because it is your nickname.
Well, you know, and we have done a thorough investigation on him, and
Understandably so, yeah.
and the thing is, the Russians actually didn't want him, so it's not like he's he's like a Russian discard at this point, right? Igor Mazurenko and him were tight at one point. At one point, had a falling out. He's not allowed to go back to Russia. He is officially forever kicked out of Team East, so
Okay, then, yeah.
he's been adopted.
It's fairly accurate too.
I think so. So, you're stepping into Florida, going against a heavier guy.
But does it mean that, him being accepted here in US, does it mean that he also maybe got a little bit weaker just because he's, now
Yes.
part of US? And,
Well,
That's a fair point.
interesting question.
You get softened up, right? That's why I have to go back
he started
sometimes.
to paint his nails and kind of move into that direction.
Is that true?
It is true. Well, you live in Florida for long enough. Yeah. There is some truth to the statements. You know.
That's beach stuff?
I do live 30 minutes away. Yeah.
Yeah, that would never happen.
Yeah, that's a bit weird, you see.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that, maybe all those injections are actually a good thing for him. Maybe that's the thing which kind of stops him from having a husband.
Yeah. Well, he just got married. Does that make you stronger or weaker?
Depending, is it a good marriage?
Well, I guess that's where we've gotten to very quickly.
I mean, we'll find out this Saturday.
All right. Well,
Well, I just hope it's...
all rides on the marriage. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it seems like Mindaugas' points of like, for me to be weak is either like where I live or what my life situation. So like, yeah, I get it. When you cannot be as strong as somebody, you have to look at the outside factors, right? Where you live, whatever you do, clearly, with his frame and all that stuff. So I totally understand. If I was a weaker guy, I'll look at some shoes, what's up with those short socks.
Yeah, that's a funny thing.
Is your pronator got tweaked or something? You know what I mean? But
Artem, why would you assume that you are stronger? That's a strange
it's
assumption.
not an assumption, it's a fact.
It's such a strange
assumption
assumption.
is making an ass of you and me, so let's be careful here, okay? I'm just stating facts. I'm not
Quite a big mistake, I would say. Quite a big mistake.
Well, I don't know about mistakes. I make no mistakes, okay?
I'm looking at the arm size here.
At the girth.
Yeah, I'm not not the biggest guy, but it's not about bodybuilding here. We work on tendons, joints, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he thinks joints help in arm wrestling.
Did you catch that subtle joke? This is a funny guy here. Yeah. What's the timing on how important are joints in arm wrestling?
How many joints did you have today?
Joints 0.
Okay. I'm gonna ask. So the stronger guy, who is it? At this weight, Mindaugas, you were weighing in typically 75 kilo. You were at the very top. You've been the world champion. Currently, probably looking for another title shot.
Exactly, yeah. I need
at
to get it back.
75 kilo. Okay.
Right.
But this is an guy who's cutting down to 85 kilo.
And by the way, I'm still a world champ at 70 kilo, like WAF.
Right.
Yeah, still.
Are you going to WAF?
No, I'm skipping it this year, but...
There's testing there,
So another way we can look at that is there's strength, okay, and that's undecided, I suppose.
You never followed with your question anyway, but yeah.
So tell me.
So what?
Well, on my follow up.
No. So you were asking him who's stronger, what?
Right. And
What?
it
I think
seems
I
like
am.
It's undecided.
Oh, I mean, I am.
You
I didn't know where you're going with that. Just him at 75 and the way to.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I feel like there's kind of an assumption.
You're trying to say that he's a 75 elite guy and I'm like a sloppy 90 guy and be like meet in the middle.
I mean, I think.
Except that it's not really in the middle, you're still kind of below.
Well,
Yeah. So
listen,
there's this
part
middle
of him being here is because I have really bad image and I'm very negative on the internet. we need somebody to like light me up, so I look like a way nicer person. So thank you very much for
Do
that
you
comment.
think you can succeed in that? Do you think you can brighten this guy's image?
Dude, I
I
look
think
like
his image is actually quite nice. He's such a good guy on the internet. His
so-
YouTube
so-
videos are so friendly, and he's a nice guy. Yeah,
Like,
a bit soft but nice.
I mean, losing to this
screwed
guy
up.
would be terrible, right?
True, true. And I
Like-
did think about it.
Like, I mean,
Is it a lot of explanation?
It does. Yeah, I guess it doesn't even need any explanation. Like just losing to him would be bad. That would be terrible.
I'm a big fan of weight class arm wrestling now that I've kind of gotten to be a skinny guy. You know, I love the weight classes, but I feel like when you have a world champ at 75 kilo, you know, for a guy to come from, I don't know, you know, 85 kilo, you know, where would you be? Would he be top 10? Would he be top 20? Where does Artem sit in the 85 kilo world rankings?
Yeah, I don't know. He might not be in top 10.
Not top
Actually,
10?
I don't think he's in top 10.
Maybe top 20?
Could be top 20.
Could be top 20 at 85 kilo. So what does that say for the 75 kilo champ if a guy in the top 20 can come down and take the world title away? Like, what does that say about arm wrestling?
Weight matters.
The thing is that it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
But it feels sad. Like what if it does?
It doesn't happen.
You have to.
Normally, you would have
You're
to
gonna
be.
have to come up with an idea in your head. that
You
it
would
happen.
have to be in top 10, and you're not.
They say that Mindaugas is basically the GOAT.
Hey, listen. Artem asked me today in a car. He's like, "What's the deal with Minda being the goat? Can you
Yeah.
explain?"
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. My image is going to be so much better after this.
it's pretty much widely understood that when it comes to technical understanding of arm wrestling, that Mindaugas basically stands alone. I think that this is what we've all kind of agreed. And
I just
understood.
checked my table IQ on that little card which we had to
Yeah.
sign. 9.6.
9.6.
Could be a bit higher, I guess,
Did
but
you call Engen?
yeah, I kind of wanted to
Should we
because
call him
why is it
now?
not?
Should we call Engen? Like, yo, Engen, gotta sort this
Why
out.
is not fully at the
Why it's
end?
not 12?
I don't think it
It
should
should
have a
be.
number.
It should be just a picture
Hey,
of a
listen,
goat.
now that I'm understanding, it should have not.
Should
Yeah,
be a goat picture.
there's no
Yeah.
numbers.
I think we should start the petition right now. Next card that Mindaugas has for table IQ, it should be a picture of a goat. Is there any way that you can out technique this guy? Is this a myth? Is this an internet joke? Is this a meme? Or
Well,
is
obviously, with the guy that only does low hand top roll, like it's like what else there to talk about?
so he's just master of the low hand top roll?
I don't know if he's a master or not,
Just
but
guy
he's-
who low hand top rolls?
yeah. It's all-
Artem, I think you will lose also in a hook and also in a
you-
flop wrist press.
You cannot hook or press. Like
It-
your hook is still pronation.
It will
okay?
happen in a few days.
Will your dad move him?
Probably yes
He,
as
he
well.
doesn't
Yeah.
have he doesn't have hand for that. He's a top roller, low hand top roller. There's
Artem
no
is
hand,
the guy who will get
There's no inside.
exhausted like a
There's
fat
nothing.
piece of.
How do I get exhausted? Like is,
And at
is
that
my
point-
is my hand getting attacked in any way? Like what's my exhaustion
I will
coming
then
from?
move him. Yes.
So it's an interesting match. You guys are meeting, you know, at a certain weight category. Honest prediction. Where do you see the match? Honest prediction.
Okay, so honestly, the jokes aside, of course, I'm kind of glad and thankful for Artem because he's taking the match. Not many of the bigger guys are willing to test themselves against the smaller guys. And I think for him it's quite nice because if he can beat me, it's certainly quite a nice achievement. You know,
Why
he
are you
can say
laughing? I'm always in his position. Okay, I like what he's saying.
Because he was giving you a compliment and then he turned it around.
no, it's just a compliment. So I think for him it's a nice test to see if he can beat the 75 kilo champ. And meanwhile, for me, it's just wonderful to prove myself even more. You know, beating bigger guys is always an achievement as well. So I'm looking for those kind of victories. So I'm just glad, happy. And I do think that it's actually quite a tough match. I did have some table sessions after the events with Artem, and it was really kind of on the edge. So it's a tough match.
Tough match.
Yeah.
But you think
No, of course I'm gonna win, but
Okay. I just have to be
it's a
sure.
tough match. Yeah.
Easy day?
Yeah. I'm gonna touch on the weight since you mentioned it, because like I don't care too much because I'm usually in that position, so it's like it's nice to have things switched. So I totally understand the whole weight thing. And as far as the match, yeah, I think with all due respect, I think it's gonna be pretty easy. Like it should be. I think it could be in some war a little bit, but I think it should be like I'm just winning it. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just too much.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. It could be some problem like on some technical thing and the buckle and whatnot, but I'm not really seeing it happen. And they're like, if there's like a problem, I feel like Mindy is like a whole brand new guy. But yeah, I feel like no, I feel like there's realistically and honestly, and it will sound crazy to all of the people, but yeah, I feel like I have a lot of advantages here, like technically.
You know what's beautiful?
So my prediction is 3-0 my way.
I can clearly see that in his mind he's now thinking that he's stronger. And he will lose the match because of me being stronger, and afterwards he will still think that he's stronger. It's amazing.
Well, you will be his teacher.
But he will not realize.
No, he'll be dad movie. He'll be my dad. He can teach me
amazing.
many things. He's a low-hand top roller. Come on, man. You got to have technical basic to teach
I
people.
love it. I love this match. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, rest up. Rest up. I can't wait to see. A lot
Thank
on
you,
the line
Dylan.
here. Good luck to both you guys. Saturday afternoon, guys. Tune in. Mindaugas Terrasitis versus Artem Taranenko. Big match. Big match. Thank